A very strange case started to gain relevance in major urban centers. Several incidents were reported by people who were at home, relaxed, and when they went to use the toilet, they ended up having an unexpected surprise. When they were relieving themselves, they felt the toilet change. Its texture started to turn into something different. They felt a prick on their behind, and when they looked at it, they saw that the toilet had a life of its own. The seat had grown teeth, and what was once a normal toilet was now a bizarre creature, ready to eat the person. Approximately 90% of the people who were surprised by this creature suffered some kind of injury, deep cuts, or even limb amputation. The case that drew the most attention was that of an elderly man known as Mr. Severino.
I was heading to the bathroom to take a dump when out of nowhere the toilet grew teeth. I lost my leg to that thing. It was horrible. This is absurd. I pay my rent on time just to be a victim inside my own home. I need to be compensated for what happened to me, damn it.
Another case was that of the young man Vinderson. He was at a bar with his friends having some drinks, right? When suddenly he noticed that his bladder was full. He needed to use the restroom at the establishment. While he was relieving himself, he was suddenly surprised by the creature. His member was cut off. But what kind of creature is that? How does she appear in people's bathrooms? Called Privada Eater, it's a shape-shifting creature that takes the form of a toilet to attack people. It mainly feeds on human flesh. If it fails in its attacks, it consumes the waste left there. They live 100% in the sewers of big cities and use these pipes as a way to access people's homes. Any place that has a toilet can become a feeding spot for this creature. So be careful when you use your bathroom. It could be that this creature is waiting for you to feed again. Hello my friends. Today we're going to learn about a sinister creature that you may have already seen on the internet. About 10 years ago, it was very common to see comic strips made in paint with characters like Trollface, Pokerface, Derpina, among others. These drawings were known as rage comics. It was very common to see these montages that people made daily on Facebook pages satirizing something or some event. This time became known as the golden age of memes. After seeing a Rage Guy comic strip, a young man named Carlos Ramirez made a version to make fun of internet trolls. He created a drawing of a smiling face, which from that moment on would be replicated countless times by thousands of people. Trollface was the biggest meme that has ever existed on the internet to this day, reaching all parts of the world in different languages. But just like everything in life has a beginning, middle, and end, the same happened with the meme. As the years went by, rage comics were used less and less. From being repeated so much, this meme lost its charm and nobody laughed at it anymore. Until in the year 2020, after several years out of the spotlight, Trollface resurfaced. Here, Trollface teaches 3 steps to fly. He follows the logic that if oil floats on water, all you have to do is take a bath in that substance and wait for it to rain. That way you could fly peacefully through the rainy skies. That lame joke was the trigger for people to hate on him and keep ignoring him. The consequence of that rejection made Trollface turn into Trollde, a sadistic creature that no longer wants to mess with people. Instead, he wants to pull off tragic pranks. That's right, in several parts of the world, incidents have been happening caused by this creature. He emerged from the internet to make people laugh, but ended up coming into the real world to do harm, being able to manipulate his own body and even our reality. The incident that drew the most attention was the Central Park case. On a rainy night when several people were still walking around the area, Trollde suddenly appeared. He used his powers to alter reality to make what happened in the meme real. So since the human body naturally releases oil, he made people float while it rained, rising up to the skies. No one understood what was happening. What would be seen next would be a rain of people. We will stay alert to report here any future appearances of Trollde and the way to protect yourself from this sinister creature. Imagine you're walking through a park and you see a different kind of swing. When you go to use it, you end up facing something that will change your life. A preteen was heading home around 11:33 at night. When passing by a park in his neighborhood, he saw that they had put a really cool swing on the tallest tree there. He had promised his parents he would get home before midnight and thought, they put a really cool swing there, man. I'm going to have some fun there. There's still time. That's when he got closer and was able to see the swing. This swing was different, made of a material similar to rubber. Different from the ones with rope and a wooden seat. That's when he sat down and started swinging. He could pick up more speed with less effort. That toy was really good, wasn't it? And he tried to go as fast as he could. Wow, man, what an awesome toy. Ha 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 ha, dude, I'm gonna do a 360 here. But he didn't realize that all of this was just a trap set by the creature known as Swing Collector. The swing is nothing more than a part of its body designed to lure people in. And once you fall, you can't get out. He tries to escape but gets stuck by a goo, unable to do anything else. The swing starts being pulled into the tree, which then opens a hole in its trunk and swallows the person. Swing Collector is a creature that feeds on children, teenagers, and even adults who use the swing. It usually settles in parks to feed easily, always acting after the sun goes down because it is a shadowy creature and light causes its death. It is believed that Swim Collector is a tree from the underworld and that it feeds on bodily fluids and other organisms, but for some reason it came to our world to collect food.